You can often tell the difference between a normal celebrity moment and something with deeper meaning because the first is brief and forgettable, while the second feels like it hints at what's coming next. On Sunday, March 22nd, that shift happened when Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce left Kylie Kelce's 34th birthday party in Pennsylvania. What started as a private family celebration quickly became a full-scale public spectacle, one that normally belongs on red carpets or awards nights. As they exited, the atmosphere outside changed immediately. The crowd didn't simply gather, it surged. Flashlights blazed, phones rose, and paparazzi moved in searching for the clearest angles and the most definitive proof of what everyone had come to see. In the middle of all that noise, one small gesture stood out as oddly loud in meaning. They held hands. By the time Taylor and Travis stepped away from the party, it wasn't just another celebrity sighting. It felt like a glimpse into how their worlds are blending in real time, where music royalty meets football stardom, and private milestones begin to take on a public narrative. Their relationship continues to evolve from buzz into something that, to fans, increasingly looks and feels permanent. Kylie Kelce's 34th birthday party reportedly wasn't staged as a media event. From what could be understood from the outside, it sounded like a typical family celebration. Warm, lively, and centered on the person being honored. But the moment Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce appeared together, the outside atmosphere shifted instantly. Witnesses described it as a real frenzy. People lined both sides of the walkway, raising their phones as if they were documenting history. Fans weren't standing back politely, they were pressing in. Paparazzi were trying to capture the best shot, the moment that proves what they suspected would happen: Taylor and Travis, together, leaving the same event. There's a specific kind of energy when a globally recognized pop star and an NFL player appear in the same frame. It isn't only fandom, it's the collision of two major audiences. The Swifties and the football fans, the entertainment watchers and the sports followers. People who may not overlap much in daily life but who instantly converge when Taylor and Travis show up together. And they appeared confident and calm, moving through the crowd with body language that suggested they were used to attention without letting the crowd control them. The most striking detail wasn't only that they were seen outside. It was how they moved through the moment. Taylor and Travis left the party holding hands tightly, even as cheers erupted and flashlights and camera shutters kept firing in rapid bursts. That gesture mattered to fans because it aligned with how they interpret the relationship publicly. It wasn't cold, distant, or stiffly performative. It was warm and grounded. In a setting where many couples might separate for photos or become more guarded under pressure, Taylor and Travis stayed connected. Fans read this as a signal without needing a formal announcement. Not an engagement proclamation written in ink, and not a wedding announcement disguised as a caption, but something that felt like a quiet confirmation. We're together, we're comfortable being together, and we're in this whatever it becomes. When a public space is full of people trying to capture every second, visible closeness becomes more than a detail, it becomes the headline the mind holds on to. Taylor Swift is known for looking effortless, but that effortless quality often comes from careful precision. For the Pennsylvania exit, she reportedly wore a minimalist yet sophisticated outfit, a black crop top paired with a matching long skirt. Her hair was neatly tied, her makeup kept light, and her overall look emphasized natural beauty rather than heavy glamour. The interesting part wasn't just that Taylor wore something elegant, it was that she didn't need something flashy to dominate attention. Her presence itself did most of the work. When someone like her steps into a crowd, even a simple outfit reads as intentional. In this case, the style matched the tone. Not a staged media moment, not a costume, not a high-drama premiere look. Just Taylor, sleek and composed, walking out of a family celebration into a swarm of cameras. Fans also emphasized that her outfit didn't distract from what was happening around her. The real story, in their eyes, was the couple holding hands while people screamed their recognition into the night. While Taylor's look was refined and minimalist, Travis Kelce's style leaned into the strong, recognizable athletic vibe fans associate with him. He reportedly wore a striking red jacket over a black t-shirt, paired with light-colored pants. Despite the crowd surge and the jostling, Taylor and Travis didn't look frantic or overwhelmed. They looked present. They looked aware. They even looked like they had practiced how to handle this kind of attention, not to perform, but to move through the world while staying grounded. Outside attention can make any event feel dramatic, but reports around Kylie Kelce's birthday suggested that at the core, it was still a lively family occasion. Kylie being honored mattered most, and Taylor's presence reportedly elevated the event in a way guests weren't expecting. It's one thing for Taylor Swift to be famous. It's another for her to be seen as someone who can adapt quickly and genuinely engage in the right setting. Guests reportedly said she spent time chatting with family members, especially Kylie. That kind of behavior matters because it's one thing to be photographed arriving somewhere. It's another to actually engage like you belong. In celebrity culture, belonging isn't always automatic. But when Taylor Swift shows interest in a family milestone, the public tends to interpret it differently. Instead of viewing it as a cameo, people see it as integration, a bridge between worlds. Since Kylie is Jason Kelce's wife, the event sits inside a tight-knit network. Siblings, partners, family friends, and a closeness that doesn't happen overnight. That's why Taylor appearing at this kind of milestone adds weight to what fans are already watching. There has always been curiosity around how serious Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's relationship is, and this moment fed that speculation. Even without anyone confirming anything outright, fans believe patterns reveal more than statements ever do. Observers and fan discussion highlighted Travis's attention toward Taylor throughout the evening. People noted his gaze carried a sense of care and pride. It didn't necessarily read like a romantic movie moment. It looked intentional and protective, like someone proud to bring the person they love into a family setting. Fans often pay attention to microsignals, posture, proximity, expressions, and who centers who because those details feel harder to fake. And when a private celebration becomes semi-public because of the crowd outside, the contrast makes the story feel even bigger. Security was also reportedly working at full capacity to protect Taylor and Travis as fans packed in. Even with the operational intensity, the couple reportedly didn't lose their warmth. They still smiled and waved at nearby fans. Some fans even captured rare moments described as Taylor looking toward them and smiling warmly. Those interactions do two things at once. 1. They humanize the celebrities in the crowd. 2. They reassure fans that the attention isn't unwanted, even if it's overwhelming. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are both intensely famous, yet they seem to be trying to keep the relationship grounded. Every time they step out in public and still look comfortable together, that grounding becomes part of the narrative. This moment stood out partly because it wasn't framed as something designed specifically for cameras. It was first and foremost a family milestone. But the crowd pulled the public into it anyway. That's why many fans connected the Pennsylvania exit to the broader arc of the relationship. Since going public, Taylor and Travis have appeared together across different contexts: NFL games, social settings, and other appearances where the pairing has become part of modern pop culture. But family-like appearances around someone like Kylie Kelce tend to feel more consequential. They don't only suggest romance, they suggest involvement, comfort, and routine, often the precursors to the next stage. Wedding rumors are hard to avoid, but fans often believe the rumors are fueled by repeated signals that look like progression. More shared visibility over time. More comfort in each other's social worlds. More integrated appearances. And now, the presence of the Kelce family inside the relationship story. A birthday party might sound small compared to an engagement announcement, but when someone is being invited into the family orbit consistently, fans interpret that as a major indicator that the relationship is becoming more serious. In other words, the wedding speculation isn't only wishful thinking, it's what happens when public moments start to resemble the steps leading toward long-term commitment. Ultimately, what the Pennsylvania exit captured was chemistry that viewers find both entertaining and reassuring. Taylor's globally recognized star power and Travis's top athlete identity create an interesting contrast, but the most important part is that it doesn't feel like friction. It looks like balance. That's why the moment landed the way it did. It wasn't only about where they were or what they wore. It was about how they moved through the world while still appearing connected to one another. And once you feel the sense that this could be the beginning of something, it becomes difficult not to keep reading into what comes next. Because if this Pennsylvania birthday exit felt like a preview, the question fans will keep asking isn't whether they're serious. It's what serious will eventually look like when the world finally gets the announcement.